What's up, guys? We are back, and if you have been following our other social media accounts, our Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that we have been sliding a few sneak peeks in here, and today is finally the day where we are going to start working on the Viper. So right now, didn't want to bore you with all the miscellaneous stuff. We're out here at Mark Shop, and we got the Viper bumper off, all the plastics that were in the way out of the way, and we're about to pull this thing into the shop, and we're about to get a little crazy with it. So you guys will be right here. You guys have heard me talk about it before on our first video about it, that I probably was going to be doing something to this car. Well, just about doing everything to this car now, and we're going to do it ourselves, and you guys get to come along with the journey. And we're going to drop episodes of this build, I would say, about every week from now, because we're trying to make the TX2K, and hey, we're trying to make all the horsepower. So it is going to go down here in just a second, and you guys get to come with me and watch it all. So we got the Viper in, got it on the lift, and get this thing going here. Boy, got a pile of Viper parts right here. Wonder what's all that. Boy. Everything else in here. G37 over there, supercharged. Another Evo. Boy. Oh, got it just about all the way apart. Taking everything off that we could possibly move out of the way. And here it is. We got no hood, no bumper, no cross member. There's actually a crossbar that sits right in front of the intake. Got it out, and everything over here. So going up with it, and we're going to start on our bottom end and getting everything else out. That crank pulley off. Alright, we're tore apart. We're just going to take some pictures to verify our timing marks, because we made a few marks here. But the reason we're doing this is because we got us a new crank from Calvo Motorsports that actually has the oil mods in it, so I don't have the failure that I had before. The reason why we're taking it out is because I fell victim to the Viper rod bearing conundrum. So I think that's number 8 that spun on me, and it didn't even really sound all that bad until, you know, later. It kind of sounded like an exhaust leak, so you really couldn't tell. Everything was still running fine. The car drove and did everything you could do until we took it apart. And here are those bearings. So these things, you can tell that the ears are broke off on both of them, and they flattened out. Man. But we're good. Calvo sent us rod and main bearings and the new crank with all the mods we need in order not to die again. And we're going to get all that together, and then in maybe about a week or so now, of you probably seeing this video, we will have a Pro Charger. So there it is. Boy. So I got everything pretty much out here, but as you can see here on this journal is where we had our failure, but it doesn't look that bad. So we halfway contemplated about polishing this while we're down here, slap our new rod bearings in and go. But just like we tell everyone else, do it right the first time so you don't have to do it again. And with as much horsepower as this thing is probably going to see, it might not be a bad idea to just go ahead and take it out. But we know it's fixable, so that is great news. And I have the trans about to come out, so I've already taken the tunnel cover off, which is right over there, and then you get to the world's shortest drive shaft. This is how long this drive shaft is. Man, it's like 1.5 feet. So this shouldn't be too bad to knock out here. Get this off, we'll get this out of here. And we have a new sponsor, Mantic Clutch, which is sending us a triple disc clutch, which will also be going in after this. So we'll get this transmission off, and we'll be waiting on this clutch for a couple of days. So, but depending on how this goes on getting this off and getting our new crank in here, it might just be right on time. So looks like a pretty good deal here. Then back up front, got our whole timing cover off, timing chain, everything is ready to go. We're gonna actually pull this thing from the bottom. It's gonna work out. We're gonna use this nice little table jack here, and we'll jack our crank down, and we'll jack one right back up. We'll go right back in, new bearings, new everything, assembly lube, and be good to go. I was gonna go with the new cam, but we'll end up having to pull the heads off and everything else to make sure lifters don't fall in the valley and get the push rods out and everything like that. So didn't go that route because it's gonna take us a lot more time in order to get this thing together and ready and running for TX2K. So we're on it, and right now we got about 3 weeks for the event, so making progress, and we got mostly all of our parts here except for a couple, and got everything over here. We got crank, we have some R88s, and that is Motec in that top box, thanks to Cody Phillips Racing. And our Pro Charger kit is coming from Pro Speed, so got a lot of good people on board for this project, and hopefully we'll be getting a nitrous kit here soon. So this thing is getting all the goodies, and I can't wait to continue this build series with you guys so you guys can see everything that goes on and see how much power this thing is going to make. We're about to make this Viper great again. So I think for today's episode, we will leave it at this, and this is where we are. We're in the air. We have gotten started. Boy, does it look good. So we will leave it at that.